Hi guys, so this is going to be my final review on this hair that I'm wearing, which is from Sassy Tress. And those of you that know about Sassy Secrets, which is a online wig company, they also sell Wefted Virgin hair extensions, and their hair extension company is named Sassy Tress, and that's where this hair is from. This hair is Virgin Malaysian Spanish wave. That's the curl pattern of the hair. It's called Spanish wave, and I've had this hair installed for over 8 weeks. Please excuse the outside noise. My neighbors are mowing their lawn. And yeah, so just to get back to the review, so I've had this hair installed for over 8 weeks, and I've worn this hair a variety of different ways. This hair does have a natural curl pattern slash wave pattern to it because the texture of the hair is Spanish wave. So I rocked it with this natural curl pattern early in my installation when I first got it done, and then as usual I love to curl my hair using a curling iron and use hot rollers and things like that. So after a couple weeks of rocking the natural curl pattern, I went ahead and started just styling the hair as I normally do with any of my installations. So before I even installed the hair, what I did was I did a co-wash on the hair, which is a conditioner wash. And a conditioner wash or co-wash is when you just wash the hair using conditioner and you just skip the shampooing step. And as soon as I received the hair, I took it out of the packaging, and then I went ahead and co-washed the hair in some nice cool water, and then I used my 7 moisturizing conditioner to co-wash the hair. And right then, when you're co-washing the hair before you install it, you can kind of get a gist of the quality of the hair, and also if the hair is going to be very high maintenance and so on and so forth. So the first thing I noticed when I co-washed the hair was that there was no coloring coming off of the hair and into the water, and there was also no residue in the water, which is always a good thing. The water was crystal clear when I started the co-wash and dipped the hair into the water, and it was also crystal clear after I co-washed the hair. So that was definitely a plus because I knew that the hair hadn't been color treated because there was no dye or things like that coming off of the hair. There was also no residue coming off of the hair, so I was very pleased with that. I did the co-wash initially because whenever you get virgin hair, you want to go ahead and do a nice co-wash on it, especially if it's a wavy or curly hair, because that's going to go ahead and activate the curl pattern. For me, when I first installed the hair, I wanted to wear it with the curl pattern already activated, so co-washing the hair and wetting it allowed me to activate the wave pattern of the hair, so that once my hairstylist installed it, I was able to have that really gorgeous wave pattern of the hair activated. As far as maintenance, when the hair is in its natural state, I didn't do anything to it. I would just wet it using my spray bottle and then just let it air dry. On days when I wanted the natural wave pattern to be more defined, I would just use my John Frieda Dream Curls and just do a few sprays and go ahead and just let the hair air dry and then just go about my business. And on days when I wanted to go ahead and style the hair using a hot tool, I use my different curling irons. I also use my curling wand, which was really gorgeous, and I use some hot rollers as well. Now let's get to the really important stuff with the hair, which is always, to me, shedding and tangling. Those are 2 things that can make or break my experience with the hair. As far as shedding, the shedding was minimal. It wasn't excess shedding, but then there wasn't no shedding. This isn't a hair where it's like, oh, there was no shedding. I did experience some shedding, but it was very typical and minimal shedding to me with hair extensions. It wasn't anything that raised a red flag for me, so it was basically the average amount of shedding. And the longer the hair that you use, the more prone it is to interlock and start to tangle a bit, which tangling leads to shedding. So the longest length of hair that I have in is 24 inches, and I have in one bundle in 24 inches, one bundle in 22 inches, and then one bundle in 20 inches. So all of the lengths of hair that I have installed, I have 3 packs of the hair in. All of the lengths are long, and when you're dealing with lengths of hair over 16 to 18 inches, it is going to yield more tangling, which leads to more shedding. So I think the lengths of hair that I have could have contributed to the shedding and tangling that I experienced. Now, the part of the hair where I experienced the most shedding was right here at the back of the neck, where the strands of hair tend to interlock more. But you can see that I can run my fingers through the hair without a problem, so it's not tangling to the point where you have like knots in the hair and you can't even get your fingers through it, or you can't even get a comb through it, because my fingers can run through the hair fairly easily. Just sometimes by the end of the night, just this hair at the back will start to kind of interlock a bit, but it's something that can easily be taken care of by just brushing your hair using your paddle brush, or just putting a wide tooth comb through the hair. So as far as the shedding and tangling, minimal shedding and mild tangling, and that's just because of how long this hair is. When you're dealing with longer lengths of hair, the hair may be more prone to tangling because it's more hair. This is definitely a lot of hair that I am rocking, and it comes down to about the top of my pants when I'm wearing it straight, which with hair this length I never wear it straight. I always wear it in curls and things like that, because I don't want hair like coming down to my butt, and that's where it would come down to if it was all sleek straight. So I always rock my longer lengths of hair curled or with this natural curl pattern, opposed to flat ironing it straight. As far as the color of this hair, it's just in the natural color, which is a 1B to a 2, and you can't really see the hues like inside, but when you're outside and in the natural sunlight, you can really see the brown hues of the hair, especially along the ends of the hair. You can really see like the brown hues, and I was very pleased with the quality of this hair. I was kind of nervous about how the quality would be for the hair, because I hadn't seen any reviews on it or anything like that on YouTube, and I'm one of those people. I use YouTube as a resource as well. I research different brands and different companies. I like to see other people's reviews and their opinions on products before I try them out, and I was kind of nervous because I didn't see many reviews or anything like that on this hair. But the hair is definitely very gorgeous. I love the texture of the hair. This is my first time trying Malaysian hair. I've tried Indian hair and also Mongolian hair, but this was my first time trying Malaysian hair, and I really do like the texture of the Malaysian hair. With the Malaysian hair, it's like a cross between Chinese and Indian hair, so it's not going to be as thin as far as each strand. The strands of hair on Malaysian hair is thicker than the individual strands of hair on Indian hair, so this would be another great hair texture for those natural hair divas out there. If your hair is natural and not relaxed or chemically straightened, this would be a good hair that is going to be easier to blend your natural hair texture with, opposed to Indian hair, which can be a little bit more fine. This hair does have a nice thickness to it, but it's not as thick or as textured as Mongolian hair or Chinese hair. So this is going to be a happy medium right there in between Chinese hair and Indian hair, if you're looking for something that is going to be versatile and also blend with your natural hair texture. And that's what I really liked about this hair, because I thought that it looked very nice with my natural hair texture as well. Another downside of the hair was with this length of hair, when you go longer and with the wave pattern isn't as defined as the shorter lengths of hair, because my shortest length of hair, which was 20 inches, it had a more defined wave pattern than my 22 and 24 inches. So when you're going longer with this particular hair, what I experienced is the longer lengths of hair doesn't have an as defined wave pattern as the shorter lengths of hair. So if you're looking for something that you want to really, since it's summertime, you want to rock it wavy and really have a really gorgeous natural wave pattern, then this hair in the longer lengths may not be for you, because I found that with the longer lengths of hair, the wave pattern wasn't as defined as the shorter lengths. So that was definitely a downside to the hair, because me personally, when I get a wavy hair texture, I like to be able to rock it with a really nice defined wave pattern that's uniform. I don't like one bundle's wave pattern to be more relaxed and then another more defined, because then it kind of looks odd when you try to rock the natural wave pattern. So I wasn't really happy about that, because if the wave pattern was more defined and more uniform throughout the different packs of hair, I definitely would have rocked it in its natural state more often. But since it wasn't, it kind of, you know, hindered me, so that I had to style the hair and curl it and things like that. As far as holding a curl, because holding a curl is definitely always important for me, since I don't put any product in my hair or my hair extensions. I don't put any hairsprays, holding sprays, setting sprays, never ever. So I like for the hair to be able to hold a curl without product. It has to be able to do that, or it's like a no-go for me. This hair definitely holds curls well, and that's what I really liked about the hair. The fact that it holds a curl when you use rollers, flexi rods, or hot tools, that definitely made up for the fact that the wave pattern wasn't as deformed, because I'm like, okay, well, I can put some curls in it and at least the curls would last. And that's what I've experienced when I would curl my hair in the morning. The curls will still be in the hair at the end of the night, which was great, because on some days I would curl my hair at maybe 8 or 9 in the morning, and then at night at 10, 11 at night the curls would still be there. So I was like, dang, like that's really good. I was definitely pleased with that, how well the hair held a curl. And even with no heat curls, by using rollers or flexi rods, the hair still held up a great curl. So I was definitely very pleased with that. So overall, I was pleased with the hair. The only things I wasn't pleased with was the hair in its natural state, because my particular packs of hair didn't have a uniform wave pattern, so I wasn't really pleased with that. But overall, as far as shedding, it definitely wasn't zero shedding, but then it definitely wasn't excessive shedding, or to the point where I'm like, whoa, this hair is shedding like mad. So I would say that it was very mild to moderate shedding. It's your typical shedding that you would experience from hair extensions, and especially when dealing with longer lengths of hair extensions. Our natural hair from our scalp sheds, so your extensions are going to shed as well. So I would say that the hair yielded very mild shedding. As far as tangling, I didn't have any issues with matting, and to me, matting is just extreme tangling. The hair particles are just crazy interlocked to where you're losing lots of hair trying to get the mat out. I had no experience with matting. I didn't experience any matting with this hair. Because of the length of the hair, I did experience some tangling, but you can see this hair hasn't been conditioned in over a week, and I can run my fingers through it without a problem, so that's definitely a plus. Overall, I like the hair. I wish the natural wave pattern would have been better, but if you're looking for a hair that has good texture to it and has a variety of different lengths and things like that available, I would definitely say you can check out the Sassy Tress Virgin Malaysian Spanish wave hair, which is this hair that I'm rocking now, and I'll definitely be installing this hair again. That's a perk of getting high quality extensions, because you will be able to reuse the hair multiple times. And since this hair is virgin and it hasn't been processed for color, it's just the natural color, I can dye this hair, and that's definitely what I'm going to do later on. I'm going to go ahead and add some highlights to it and do like something really nice as far as the color, something that would really complement my skin tone. So I'll definitely show you guys this hair again whenever I decide to reinstall it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if there was anything that I missed, then definitely leave them down below in the comments and I will get to it as soon as I can. You can find this hair that I've been rocking for the past over 2 months at Sassy Tress. I will have the link down below, as well as the direct page to this hair that I'm rocking. And as always, these are my honest opinions based on my personal experience with this hair. I would never jeopardize my integrity by doing a review that's dishonest or untruthful. That's not me. All of the things that I say in any of my videos or reviews are always honest and unbiased based on my own personal experience with the product. I'm just letting you divas know how I feel about the hair, and I've had this hair in for over 2 months, and if I didn't like the hair, would have took it out. And that's just the honest truth. If I didn't like it after days or a week, I would have been like, out, time to put some other hair in, and that's how it would have been. I leave hair in because I like it, and I like how it's working for me, and I like how it's looking for me, and I thought this hair was quite fabulous. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay fabulous and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Bye guys.